Excuse me. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Not for Debate. I've got my guys, Shake Money and Havoc. Hopefully, we end up having Banks blessing us with his presence. What's going on with you guys, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How you doing today?
Hey, just another day in paradise, man.
Yeah,
It just seems like we just in limbo still in COVID-19, man.
sure. Limbo is not letting up though. I tell you that much.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's only coming on stronger. It looks like, but just more reason to just look out for each other and stay safe, man. That's all
Hmm.
that is.
Shake, are we going to be able to see you eat your grits and hot dog? Is that what that was?
Nah, I mean, look, obviously y'all don't want to see that. So if that's something y'all don't, it's nothing I don't have to do. So you know what I mean. So
I was getting my hopes was up for that actually.
Devore wants to see it.
all right, I'm gonna do it this Saturday. It's gonna have to be a Saturday. It ain't gonna be a week. It ain't gonna be the week. It's gonna be Saturday. Saturdays when I do something special. It's Saturday.
Okay.
Right now it's just normal. You know what I mean? Normal shake money.
Normal shake, buddy.
As normal
Um,
as I could get.
Feel you. I feel you.
like I'll
Yeah,
tell you
no,
what.
you
Before
don't
I
want. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead, have it.
That's way because I'm starting to starting to venture into food content on No Passes Given. So don't end up in a commentary video, Shake. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say. Don't end up in a reaction video.
Hey, you can. As a matter of fact, if you really want, like I said, I wanted to while we're doing the pigs video, see you. I was gonna uh, go into my kitchen and let you guys see me prepare it.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable. By the way, I had Burger King before we went live today with you in mind, Shake, but it wasn't a double whopper.
did you
So
did you use the code that you get on the app, and did you buy $5 worth of food so you get into the PS5 raffle?
Nah, I was trying to hurry and get home so we can go live, but I used the coupon though.
That's what's up, bro. Them coupons been clutch lately.
Oh yeah.
hmm
I have to make sure when I go back to work next week, I'm gonna make sure I keep the rest of the stack in the work truck.
This guy's got it figured out.
Hey,
hmm
Burger King is the way. Hard boiled burger, man. Ain't nothing like it with a side of strawberry milkshake.
Oof.
dude, I remember what was it last week, a couple of weeks ago. I was on my lunch break, and I was in between accounts, so I had to pass. I passed this one Burger King, and I went there, got my double whopper, and whatever. There was this girl I know I've been known for a long time. Her name is Bonnie. She was there, so I didn't check my stuff because she's on point every time. Okay,
You got a Burger
I
King person?
oh yeah. So I get to my account. I go into the break room and sit down. I grab the burger. It's a little too little for a double whopper, and it's a freaking chicken sandwich. So I'm like, I had to drive back. I'm like, no, 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 no.
I'll say it like this, Shake. Like if you order a chicken sandwich and you end up with the double whopper, you're like, I can work with this. But if
Yes.
you order a double whopper, you get a chicken sandwich. Boy, that hits a little bit different.
Yeah, I think that would grind my gears if I opened up a burger. It was fish.
Oh, yeah, right. You expecting a Big Mac and it's a filet o fish? You want to throw the whole bag away?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, there was one better, and I'll never forget the day it happened too. I was this is before, this is when I was working in the Walmart division. It was a Sunday, and it was the game where Odell Beckham and Josh Norman were going at it, and I was
Mm-hmm.
in a rush to fucking go. I mean, sorry, to go home to watch that game. I was in a rush to go get that game. I went. I ordered. I was at McDonald's. I ordered when I usually McDonald's. I get a double quarter pounder with lettuce and tomato and mac sauce. So And it's kind of like a double. It's like a Big Mac
Okay.
but bigger. So
Okay.
so I open up the bag because I always check my order on McDonald's, and I see double quarter pounder. I'm like, we straight. I get to the thing. I sit down. I open it up, and it's a chicken sandwich.
Ah.
And I had to return it. And I went to the man and said, "What does it say on the box?" It's a double quarter pounder. And what the hell is this?
Oh my gosh! You
So
know,
I had missed the game.
I was thinking the other day. You know what the really kind of fly thing is when you go to like a place like Burger King and you order fries, but like in your fries there's just like one onion ring. It's
Yeah.
like chilling in the box. You're like, man,
Yep.
today's gonna be a good day.
Oh yeah. I love onion rings though. I don't never get French fries when I go to Burger King.
I love onion rings too, bro.
Mhm.
I do too. I'm a French fry guy, but I switch it up.
What do you think of the blooming onions?
Never had it.
Bro, that's one of the unhealthiest but greatest ideas ever. Love the bloomin' onion. Love the bloomin' onion. Bro, I was like on Outback Steakhouse heavy.
Oh, the
back in the
blooming onion
day.
from Outback. I was about to say, I don't
Yeah.
know no Burger King got a blooming onion.
Yeah, from Outback Steakhouse. The
Oh
bloomin'
yeah,
onion.
with the sauce. What's that orange sauce called?
I don't even it's bloomin' onion sauce. That's that's what that thing's called.
Mhm.
I swear it was like a salad dressing or something.
No. It's like it has got like a southwestern vibe to it. Cause it's a little bit spicy. Like
Yep, it got like a little spice bite to it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a kind of like a Tex-Mex type sauce, but it's that bro. And I went to an Outback Steakhouse recently. I didn't realize how far Outback fell off. How far it's fallen off until I recently went to Outback and I was like, "Yo, what happened?"
Yeah.
Everything was way more expensive than I thought. The steak was like 22 something. I'm like, I ain't paying 22 something for a steak at the Outback Steakhouse.
What you
Like,
mean? That's a filet mignon. Is about what, $30?
oof, I can't give Outback that much. I mean, I mess with the salad. I love the fresh bread they give you, and the butter, the whipped butter. I mess with that. But honestly, when I go to Outback, I'm more liable to get ribs there than a steak.
Oh yeah, ribs is always my go-to when I go to Outback.
And also, guys, I just want to y'all have something to think about while we're doing the show. My top 5 today. We always talk about food, but
Yeah.
today I want to do the top 5 beverages we wash our food down with.
Yes.
Is this alcoholic beverages or just
Any
beverages?
beverage, any beverage
Yes,
you
Shake.
could think of.
Yes, Shake.
So,
Okay. All
What's
right.
good, Zachary? Appreciate you coming through.
Oh yeah, Zachary, what's going on? Appreciate you coming
what's
through.
up, Zach?
First order of business though. I know I kind of hit the menu, put this on the menu a little bit later, but John Wall traded to the Houston Rockets for Russell Westbrook. It was a first round pick that was included with the John Wall package. Shake.
Yo.
It's good.
What's up, Banks?
Hey, what's good? Hey, Banks. I just want to welcome you to 7-4 with the Dolphins.
To what?
To 7-4 with the Dolphins.
Oh man.
Welcome.
What is that to talk about right now? What are our topics? I just popped up on YouTube just now. I saw that we were talking about Outback, ribeyes, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
What we're talking about
John Wall.
the John Wall trade, that very, very stupid trade that the Washington Wizards just did with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. By the
Ah,
way,
man.
boys, just want to celebrate a little something with y'all guys. I know it's not a lot. No, it's not. But I try to celebrate every little success because, to me, the little success equals the big success in the long run. One of my buddies of mine reached out to me a few days ago and told us that the podcast actually popped up in his suggestions. I don't know what that means. But I just want to let you guys know.
That's good.
But again, credit to you guys. Because, again, without you guys, it probably wouldn't have been possible. So, I just want to tip my hat off to you guys. Again, thank you so much. But, yeah, so John Wall and them, that's what we're talking about right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Boy.
Yeah, dumb trade. Absolutely. Absolutely. So technically, Washington just got two shooting guards.
All right, let me ask you this: what was dumber, this trade or the trade they did for Arizona?
No. This is by far the dumbest trade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Especially when you
they
include a first round pick into it.
right when you include a and I feel like it's more disrespectful towards John Wall than anybody.
What do you
'Cause-
mean? Russell Westbrook is the MVP in this
No.
trade.
That
No.
dude is overrated,
No,
dog.
listen. Russell Westbrook does not make anybody on the court better.
And that is a fact of life.
Yeah, he does not make. John Wall makes people better.
Not to mention, Washington wasn't a piece away from winning anything.
Right.
His whole
John-
career. His whole
Right.
career, basically.
When John Wall was healthy, the Washington Wizards, we all know the Washington Wizards was nothing to play with when he was healthy. Because it wasn't nothing like when John Wall and Bradley Beal finally figured it out and
Right.
they were able to coexist with one another. And it was like, uh-oh, here it comes. And then Bradley Beal went down. Okay, and then when Bradley Beal comes back, uh-oh, here it comes. John Wall goes down. So, I mean, we never really got to see them two. And it's sad because we're probably never going to see it. Because John Wall is not. I wouldn't be surprised if Bradley Beal demands a trade off Washington as well. Because I don't see him envisioning playing with Westbrook for too long and having fun doing that. No
Well,
way.
from what I understand, it seems like most top tier athletes that play with Russell Westbrook at some point no longer want to play with Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah.
I don't see how this trade makes anybody better. I feel like
I think
this
it's going to make the Rockets better because John Wall is going to defer to Harden.
Yeah, he
He's
will
gonna defer to Harden. Watch.
I mean, yeah, he will. Because
He's probably a better defender too.
Absolutely.
but then like James Harden's usage is off the charts with Russell Westbrook on the team already. So you take Russell Westbrook out the picture and you add in John Wall, who's definitely going to be less ball dominant than Russell Westbrook is. I really don't see this doing anything particularly good for either franchise, to be honest. Like, this is one of them trades where I'm just like,
how can they coexist with one another?
Yeah.
On both sides of the spectrum. But I was just thinking,
man,
that Scott Brooks, his history with Russell Westbrook down in OKC is probably what was probably the reason behind this actual trade, him trading him to Washington. So
yeah, I mean,
Good stuff.
that could be it. But I mean, honestly, what do you hope to do with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal? And what, Davis Bertans? Like, what?
I don't know what they plan to accomplish with that. I don't.
yeah, because you got to
Beal
think
is
about it.
Miami.
When John Wall was down, Bradley Beal was the guy. He was the point guard and their main scorer. So
They
when
were
you
balling.
add a Russell Westbrook, who's he shooting like 32% from the 3-point line
It's only getting worse, too.
and like 44% from the field.
It's only getting worse.
Yeah, it's only getting worse, and he's getting older too, where it's going to come to a point where he's not going to be able to maintain that level of intensity.
Yeah, I mean, really, what? Russell Westbrook is one of them type of athletes where his skill set is largely dependent on his athleticism. Kind of like Roy Jones Jr. was like one of the greatest fighters ever, but his athleticism was like out of this world, and that was part of why he was so great. And the thing with Russell Westbrook is he doesn't necessarily have a skill set that you would want from a player that's no longer an elite athlete. So when he gets into his 30s where he's not jumping out the gym anymore, what's Russell Westbrook got to rely on? If he's gonna rely on his shooting, he ain't got a place. He ain't got a place anywhere anymore.
It's
Well,
it's not even that great.
Well, I'm gonna be fair to Westbrook in a point. I don't feel like that part of his game is going to diminish much because he's not, when it's just like with it's going to probably end up being like the Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade effect. As these guys, especially Dwayne Wade, I think Dwayne Wade would be a perfect example because in reality they both have the same type of knee injuries. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but neither one of those players have kneecaps. Like they don't have ACLs at all.
Mhm.
And for Russell Westbrook to still be this athletic without, with limitations, I just think that he's going to be less athletic in terms of dunking at the rim, but he's still going to end up being that finisher because around the basket is not much that he can't do. He does a great job finishing at the rim and stuff like that. And he's a good free throw shooter for the most part, but it's the whole jump shooter thing, man. Like just to get kind of where you guys are going with. I wouldn't trust his shot with. I think I shoot better than Westbrook. I'll be honest. I think I shoot better than Westbrook.
Yeah, he's not great at shooting. He's not great at shooting.
No, his shooting is terrible, man. He's a terrible shot selector too. He's that guy. If you play NBA 2K and you guys are on the park, he's just running up and down the floor, jacking up everything. It's like, bro, why don't you pass me the ball, bro? I'm like, over here.
Russell Westbrook is the perfect, like, when you're playing a pickup game and he gets the ball and starts running up court and the whole team is still in the back court yelling at him to slow down, and he ain't slowing down. That's who he is. He's like the super YMCA, I'm in it for for myself type player.
Mr. Energy.
Yes.
Right.
Like Russell Westbrook's best utilization is instant energy off the bench. Like if now he makes too much damn money to have that role. But if Russell Westbrook could become like an even more intense version of Jamal Crawford, that would be pretty useful. But I think for him as like a ball dominant, 35 plus minute per game dude, the efficiency just isn't there, man.
Right.
So, like I said, man, Russell Westbrook, man, he's a talented guy, but he's also a guy I do not want to see on my roster of my favorite team.
Right.
So who has the better season?
You also saw that LeBron got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, $85 million.
Oh yeah, that's
a no-brainer though.
Yeah, that's well deserved, even though he's a crybaby, but it is what it is.
I mean, he's the king though.
I tell you what, I agree with Banks 100% on one thing. Off the field, can't nobody better than him off the field.
Yeah, off the court,
whatever.
Not a better athlete than LeBron James. No way. Can't compare.
Oh yeah.
I can't name one athlete. Maybe JJ Watt. Maybe JJ Watt, Drew Brees, those types of guys.
Nah, Drew Brees lost all credibility.
Drew Brees.
Well, I mean, he did a lot for the city of New Orleans, though. Even though he made those weird
dumb comments.
Man, last time I heard about Drew Brees, they went into Madden and they dropped him down to 0 awareness.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, allow me to gloat just a little bit.
Is this like your telemarketing voice, bro?
Yes.
So, guys,
allow me to gloat just a tad bit here, fellas. So, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, just a little bit off topic, because I know we're going to get into our topic soon. DeVore and I have a little franchise mode going on in Madden 21, where we pretty much put our GM hats on, and we pick random teams, and we go through a season where we simulate and we try to be the first to win a Super Bowl. Now, the very first time we did it, DeVore ended up going to I think it was the AFC Championship game or NFC Championship game.
Conference Championship, yes.
Conference Championship game.
With the Cincinnati Bengals.
I had no idea how he pulled it off. But he made some moves, okay? Now, on the new franchise mode, your boy, Super Bowl GM.
That's what's up.
With the New York Giants.
Hey, hold on.
That's how awesome I am.
The Giants are a pretty good team, man. They're just getting their stuff together.
I traded Daniel Jones, just sidebar. I traded Daniel Jones to the Atlanta Falcons at that time Atlanta Falcons had the third pick in the first round, and I swapped that over to the team with I finessed the computer for the first round pick because there was a star quarterback, he's a real life quarterback. The University of North Carolina quarterback. What's his name?
Howell?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's going to be really good. So I end up moving up in the draft to draft him, and there was no looking back. I've been in a Super Bowl
right.
almost every year.
Let's toast to that then.
Now,
Yeah.
you know what? Before we continue, in my defense, I had to deal with Dwayne Haskins for 4 straight years. His overall was 66 overall, and his cap penalty was $22 million. So I couldn't dump him anywhere.
I kept telling you.
So I had to end up waiting for that 5th-year option to dump him, and then we finally started getting better with Jordan Love. But we were still in the playoff race with the Washington football team. But Dwayne Haskins, that was setting back the franchise a couple of years.
And speaking of Drew Brees, all right, let me ask you all this: if you're Sean Payton and their quarterback Taysom Hill is balling out and doing big things, when Drew Brees comes back, do you put Drew Brees in, or do you keep the hot hand?
Of course you put Drew Brees in.
Of course you put Drew Brees back in there.
I don't even think Taysom Hill's playing that good, to be honest with you.
He's playing good enough for them to win, but he ain't Drew Brees.
Right.
And Jameis, I think, probably gives you the best chance to win outside of Drew Brees.
Just like with the Dolphins situation, I think Fitzpatrick gives you guys a better chance of winning than Tua. But
oh, that's definitely going to be a Saturday's topic. I'm setting 30 minutes aside just for that.
ESPN takes.
Yes, I'm setting 30 minutes aside just for that particular topic because I've been watching the videos all this week about this whole situation, and I feel like it's extremely unfair. But I'm gonna stop talking about it because I ain't trying to get into it. But
the only thing I gotta say is just like with whatchamacallit, Chan Gailey said in his press conference, you're comparing 15 years of experience to 4 games of experience, and that's that's insanity.
Yeah,
some folks look into it wrong though. You know what I'm saying? They just think, okay, we want to go with Fitz because he's more talented, and that can't be no farther from the truth. It's just the fact that his ability to run the offense better than Tua at this particular point is key right now, especially with making a push for the playoffs. But we're not talking about it no more. Real quick, who has the better season, the Washington Wizards or the Houston Rockets?
Oh, that's tough, man.
I say Wizards because they're in the East.
I say the Wizards. I say the Rockets because they still got James Harden on their roster.
Rockets. They still got Harden.
Yeah, but you're in the East though. You're in the East. I'm sorry. If you're in the East, you'll have.
You're in the East with Westbrook. Man, please.
Yeah. Like, but I'm just saying though. Look at the competition in the East though. Who's going to compete in the East with the Wizards?
Rockets
are in the West.
Rockets.
Or in the
West. Rockets.
Okay, look at the West though. Look at the West. You got the Lakers.
Rockets.
I'm seeing the Golden State Warriors being competitive. I see the Nuggets. I love the Nuggets. The Trailblazers.
Bro, do you know the Rockets were still good even before they had Westbrook on that team? They were still making the playoffs with all those teams you just named. They were still finishing 4 or 5 seed.
As streaky as James Harden is, I'm not reading too much into that.
No,
bro, I'm telling you, man. I think this Rockets trade the Rockets are going to end up winning this trade if John Wall is healthy. If John Wall is healthy, I'm telling you, this is going to be scary.
Well, I'm going to point out 2 things. Number one, there's going to be hardly any training camp for them to mesh with, and 2, it's going to be a shorter season than last year. So that's a big curve. And second, Washington's in the East.
Yeah, I mean, I get you guys' point to that. I get that point that the East is coming up, and I get it. It's far less competitive in the East, but let's be clear here. The East still has some competition. There's still some room there. You still got the Miami Heat, you still got the Celtics, you still got the Bucks, you still have the Sixers, who, in my opinion, that's who I think is going to come.
And don't forget the New Jersey Nets too.
Come on, bro!
Brooklyn,
thank you. Thank you. How do we forget about the Brooklyn Nets? I mean,
yeah.
But like you said, now who's the better team? Houston is the better team, but I think Rockets. I mean, they will have the better season.
Yeah.
Okay.
But neither team is particularly good.
Mm-hmm.
Neither team is particularly good. Neither team is going to do anything about anything this year. Like I said, man, it's.
But who did you have to go? Who would you have to go further though? Like, if we had to put playoffs on the line now, who would you bet to go further in the playoffs?
So who is this? Who is the second fiddle in Houston now? It's John Wall, right? So
Right.
John Wall and James Harden versus I mean, to be honest with you, it's almost a wash. Like, it's almost a wash, to be honest with you. But I mean, if I had to give the advantage to someone, I had to give it to Houston.
Okay.
Just because you're putting Harden with the facilitator because that's kind of what he needs.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, he gets a lot of assists, but he ain't exactly. Russell Westbrook is the only dude that averages 10 assists a game and is not really a
10 assists with
facilitator.
8 freaking turnovers.
Yeah, maybe more. Maybe more. And I'm not trying to take away from his game because he's definitely a dog. That's one thing that I admire about him.
Highly exciting to watch.
Yes, I admire that. He has that Mamba mentality. That if the Mamba mentality was alive and present in the league, in this league, Westbrook is definitely the epitome of Mamba mentality. But you don't play Mamba light. You gotta transcend if you're gonna be the Mamba. You gotta transcend if you're gonna be the Mamba. Especially with Kobe Bryant passing away. His legacy is everything. And that's what one thing everybody says about Russell Westbrook. What's the best feature of Westbrook that you love? They love his heart. They love the fact that he goes out there every single day, every game. He gives it his all, 110%. It's just, it's just not an impressive 110%. And the only reason we talk about Westbrook in that light is because he has stats, like major stats. He'll have like 47 points or 42 points on like 6 of 47 shooting with like 14 rebounds and like 22 assists or something like that because he's stat pad. He has crazy stats. But he has that quadruple double that you don't want.
Sounds like Dak Prescott to me.
He has like he'll have
calories.
Like 10 plus turnovers with all the rest of the stats.
I was watching Undisputed the other day, and Shannon Sharp was like, "That was very Dak Prescottian."
Ain't on the press goat, I tell you.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. He's something else, man.
Before we get into the Baltimore Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers review real fast, I did want to go over the poll that me and Shake put up last week. Who was the better receiver between Brandon Marshall and Hines Ward? 94
Where's this
people.
poll on Twitter? I didn't see this poll.
It's on YouTube.
Me neither.
Okay, that's fine.
So
where's this poll at?
It's on YouTube. It's on my wall. It's on my wall.
What's your Great One DeVore?
Yeah, that wall. Yeah, this account we don't have stuff like that yet. We got to hit over 1,000 subs before we get those kind of responsibilities. But 60% voted Hines Ward and 40% voted Brandon Marshall. and
a bunch of busters.
And a person commented on it. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but
oh no, you gotta say their name, bro.
I can't.
Why?
He said
did they say they don't want an interview? Let's just be clear.
I didn't ask him yet, but
because this is not for debate, we don't hold back on this side.
Well, to be completely honest with you, he couldn't be any more wrong. But he said, if you vote for Marshall, you're too young to know the dominant force that Ward was.
That sounds like okay. Can I
yes,
take a guess who might have said that? Can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
That sounds like Hearn.
No, that wasn't Hearn.
Oh,
that was not Hearn.
That's
all right, my bad, Hearn. My bad, bro. Because I know he watches both channels, so like he's definitely a huge supporter. So my bad, Hearn.
And you just called the man out.
That's my dog, though.
But
I mean, I think the Pittsburgh fan base in general, or people that are fan of the Steelers, are more liable to be more loyal to Hines Ward than any fan base, because Brandon Marshall doesn't really have a loyal fan base. He's moved around so much that no one fan base from one team really rides with him. But people in Pittsburgh ride with Hines Ward, so that makes sense to me, to be honest.
But it's like this. Physically, I'm talking physically now. Physically, Randy Moss is a superior wide receiver than Randy Moss. I mean, Randy Moss.
What?
Randy Moss. Sorry.
You didn't put that drink down, bro.
Yeah.
No, Randy Moss is a superior wide receiver to Jerry Rice physically.
Mm-hmm.
But Jerry Rice checks the other boxes, and that's what I'm talking about when you talk about Hines Ward and you talk about Brandon Marshall.
So Jerry Rice, I guess you're holding Jerry Rice seat as your best receiver ever. Then.
Yes, I am the GOAT.
Okay, I respect that.
And but you know me, I'm a. You see me with my Randy Moss jersey. I'm a huge Randy Moss fan.
Mm-hmm.
So
me too. But I think Randy Moss is still the best receiver ever to play the game.
I mean that's there's no right or wrong answer for that. You know what I mean?
There is, because you guys want to sit back and talk about how you think Randy Moss is the best receiver ever, but his impact on the field, yes, he scored the highlight play, but it didn't result in wins.
Yeah.
No.
Randy Moss won a lot of games, bro.
Didn't they go undefeated? Didn't he go undefeated?
Oh, with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. But look at Jerry Rice.
He was a winner in Minnesota. He wasn't a winner in Oakland. I mean, that Oakland at that time was just garbage, bro. Don't do that.
What you mean just garbage?
Randy Moss has always been a winner.
And this is why we put T.O. in this conversation, because no matter where T.O. goes, he's going to sustain the level of dominance.
Bro, do you know how close T.O. was actually close to being cut for the 49ers? Do you know that
was he an all-pro?
Not for performance reasons.
Listen, early in his career, T.O. was terrible. You talk about he couldn't catch a cold butt naked in Buffalo in 20-degree weather. He was that bad catching the ball. They were actually getting ready to. This was during the time when the 49ers still had Jerry Rice. They still had J.J. Stokes and all those guys. So let's just be clear here. T.O. struggled a lot.
That's true.
After that catch he caught in the NFC Championship, in the NFC Divisional game against the 49ers, not the 49ers, the Green Bay Packers for the game winner, he did that, which was a very impressive catch. That's what set T.O. off. Because after that point, I'll admit to you, after that point, to my opinion, after that point, T.O. was just up there. He just transcended. He got better and better and better. But before that, he was almost off the team. I'm telling you.
That was what year was that? That was 2003, 2002, 2003.
No,
so
that was earlier than that. That's like 90 something, bro.
When he caught had that catch in Green Bay, that was like 2001.
Bro, I think that was early. Havoc, yo, what's good, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
You know we want to ask you something, right?
What's good?
Can you research that for us? Can you find look at his face. You're Mr. Analytics, bro.
Nah, man, I'm retired. That's why I got my Marlins hat on today.
Because I want to confirm, but I believe that was somewhere around 90 something, 99, 90.
What are you talking about?
98. I think it's 98.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. 98. You're right. 98. It was 98.
I'm a fanatic, bro. That was a long time ago.
Well,
T.O.'s been in the league for
97? Wow. Since 97?
Wow. Yeah, he's been in the league for a long time.
He came in the same time as your boy Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Marvin Harrison. I mean, don't be fooled by the mustache. That's all I gotta say about Marvin Harrison. Don't be fooled by the clean cut haircut and the mustache. Marvin Harrison is not that guy.
What did we say he was? We have a name for him. I forgot. Damn it.
He's more like Harrison Marvin than Marvin Harrison.
He's a BDL. He's about that life.
Yeah, no, he's definitely about that light, definitely. But fellas, actually, I'm about to jump off here early. I gotta jump on a group call with some of my overseas family. That's why it's gotta be this late. But it's good catching up with y'all, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man. Be safe.
Appreciate it, man. All right, but I gotta put T.O. as my number one guy. You're getting consistency no matter what.
Well, I just wanted you to be aware of T.O.
That's what happened with that's what I'm saying with Charlie Ward. Consistency.
Right.
But he's not dominant.
Yes, he is.
Charlie Ward was okay, but Charlie Ward wasn't.
Not Charlie Ward. Hines Ward.
Yeah, Hines Ward. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all both need to put that bottle down.
Okay. He was okay. But you got to remember, all these guys played in an era of football that was, it was a different era of football. They weren't asked to come out there and light it up on the scoreboard and stat, But
And he didn't
Hines
always
Ward definitely killed it.
Yeah, Hines Ward didn't always play with Ben too. So
Right. Well,
I would legitimately take probably 3 other receivers in that division before I would take Hines Ward, and that's T.J. Hushmanzada and Chad Johnson over Hines Ward. To be honest,
I don't know about that, bro. I'll have to disagree.
Over you would take Hines over Chad?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would take Hines Ward over Chad Johnson. Hey man, Hines Ward is a bro.
Dude, not to mention he's a coach right now. He's for the Jets.
Right. You back to remember Hines Ward wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the most athletic. You can't give Hines Ward Chad Johnson's skill set because it would have been a problem.
He was he was smart. He was smart as hell.
Yeah, he was a great play. His head was in the books, man. He was a great player, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they let him in the Hall of Fame one of these days. I don't think he's first ballot, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in the Hall of Fame, to be honest with you. Because of his name, Hines Ward. I mean, there's nothing negative that you can say about Hines.
He ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
I just said he wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not counting on it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm. He ain't getting into the Hall of Fame.
He's one of those players that be like, "Oh, okay, Hines Ward, yeah." I mean, yeah, Hall of Fame, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How many Super Bowl rings he got? 2.
2. He should have 3.
No, 2.
He lost to the Packers.
Yeah, he should have 3.
All right, Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, how many times they get postponed? About 3 times.
Yeah,
and both teams missing a lot of key players. Thoughts on the game?
From what I did watch, because I didn't really get to spend a lot of time. It's happening during work hours, so I was kind of glancing in and out of it while working. Credit to RG3. Even though Pittsburgh won the game, credit to RG3, he kept the game competitive. He did turn the ball over, and it led to a touchdown. But I think that had a lot to do with the fact he hasn't played football in a very, very long time. So some of his decision making was kind of off. I just feel like having RG3 in the field kind of exposes what the Ravens don't really have. They don't have a lot of nothing on offense, bro. And I think this year it's starting to be exposed more and more because the run game isn't working as well as it worked last year. And I think that's what really helped Lamar Jackson out because the run game worked so well. They were able to run the ball on I think they were like one of the top 3 teams running the ball every year, like every game. I think they averaged almost close to 200 yards rushing a game or something like that, something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So the run game is definitely not there. Mark Ingram looks washed. The offensive line looks washed. They got Dez Bryant, but that's still not doing nothing. They just look slow. And the defense of Baltimore actually showed up today. They actually did very good, considering how bad they've been playing so far all year. So how it's looking, I think with the emergence of Cleveland, it looks like Baltimore might be on the outside looking in this year. It looks like Cleveland's going to step into their playoff spot.
So you think two teams from the AFC North is going to get into the playoffs?
Possibly. It's a good likelihood that 2 teams are going to get in because, I mean, where are the other teams? I mean, Cleveland is 8-3.
Right.
Yep.
So
And they're about to get exposed soon.
Oh, Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
Who they play this week?
I know I think they play the Tennessee Titans this week. Is it?
Oh.
I think they were talking about Nick Chubb versus Derrick Henry. I think that might be the matchup.
I'm gonna look up their last schedule real quick for you.
I was going to say at this particular point, well, me and Shake had this conversation backstage, but at this point, I think RG3's career is over as a starting NFL quarterback.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I think.
Yeah, all right. They got the Titans. Browns got the Titans, the Ravens, the Giants, the Jets. Oh, never mind. And the Steelers.
Yeah, they're going to the playoffs with that schedule. They should be in the playoffs. The only team that should get them a scare is the Titans. They should win.
And the Giants too.
Giants, but yeah, we'll see.
They're on the upswing right now.
Yeah.
And it's
But
in New York too, so
oh yeah,
that doesn't mean anything nowadays.
the
Yeah, yeah,
Giants they play teams pretty competitive.
yeah. The Giants should have a better record than they have because they have a really good defense this year too.
You think
And plus,
Pittsburgh going to stay undefeated?
no, so they got to lose somewhere, bro. I don't think they're good enough to be undefeated. Defensively, they are.
Yeah.
So who they going to lose to though?
I don't. Before we do, I just wanted to say this real quick. Now that I have it on my mind, one of the things that a lot of people have this myth that Brian Flores got rid of Patrick Graham or let Patrick Graham go because he was a garbage defensive coordinator. And I'm not saying anybody here did that, but there's a lot of people saying that. And I think the reason that Brian Flores let him leave was because was to advance Patrick Graham's career, because I think he's probably I guarantee he's probably going to be a head coach in a year or two. He's trying to help him build up his resume because he has a higher technically he has a higher title in the Giants than he did in New York. So he's kind of like an assistant coach / defensive coordinator. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
Oh, okay. But I was looking at their schedule. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they still got the Buffalo Bills. They still have the Browns, the Bengals. Damn, what was the other team that they had? Man,
I'm gonna look it up now. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, so me personally, I'm probably not the best person to answer that question because I need the Bills to lose to the Dolphins that had first place.
Steelers has the Washington team, the Bills, the Bengals, the Colts, and the Browns.
Yeah, there's two out of three possible. There's two losses out of that possibly.
The Washington team and who else?
No, Washington's not going to be there.
It's probably going to be the Colts.
The Colts or possibly who was the team after Washington? Bills.
Nah, we need Pittsburgh to edge that one out. I'm cool with them going 15-1.
Just saying, bro. The only reason I'm banking on those two teams is because they have better quarterback play for the most part, and they have better defenses. So if I'm banking now, Washington can give them a run for their money because if anybody's defense is better, Washington's probably defense better than probably all of those teams we named. But
I'll take Washington.
Yeah, for upset. That's going to be your pick this week. Upset special.
Yep. Considering how the Pittsburgh Steelers have a short week, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Washington.
Yeah, I think I'll probably pull it all too.
All right, shake you up. What we got?
For what?
Your top 5, man.
Want to say that for Saturday? So when
oh, no top 5 today.
Yeah, we make it a light night. Minus habit.
Oh, yes, we can make it a light night.
All right, I could do it. I like to do another top. I'll do another top 5 if you want.
What you got?
Let me see. All right. Since we're on the basketball player, right? Your top. Who's your favorite team, Banks?
Chicago Bulls. You see Michael Jordan? You see that Michael Jordan up there in that Not for Debate logo back there? I remember when DeVore asked us who our 3 favorite players, who your favorite player was. I picked Michael Jordan, he picked T.O. and West at that time, which we probably need to remove. We picked Troy Polamalu.
Hey, can't blame you there. And who's your favorite basketball team?
The Bulls.
No, I'm talking about great one.
Oh, I don't have a favorite basketball team. It was gonna be the Wizards, but
Bucks.
They traded my guy.
Milwaukee Bucks.
See, at this point, I don't like a particular team. I'm just a fan of the game.
All right, so
Milwaukee.
let's do top 5 favorite basketball players. Like I said, this list is, since we're doing basketball, we started basketball. Let's do 5 favorite basketball players of all time. And again, this is subjective. This is not who's better than what. This is just people that you liked. I'll start it off. My number 5 is gonna be if I had to pick up number 5, it's gonna have to be Tim Hardaway will be my number 5.
Timmy Crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So right, all right? Who's next?
You want to go first, Banks?
I'm gonna go with Shaq.
That's a good
Shaq
one.
Yeah, man. Diesel, man. Well, maybe Diesel better be your top 5.
as your you said favorite players. I'm going with Monte
Bro,
Ellis.
Shaq. I mean, Shaq was yes. Shaq is hell yeah. Shaq is one of my favorite top 5 players. He's awesome.
It's Monte Ellis for me.
All right, my
Okay,
number 4 is going to have to be. I'm gonna have to say Alonzo Mourning.
I'm gonna probably have to go with LeBron.
We on number 4 right now. Jason Richardson.
All right. That means,
You see, like you have a problem with that pick.
My number 3. Let me see. I have a hard time. My number. Okay, Karl Malone. There we go.
Okay,
Postman.
so 2 bigs. Okay, not bad. I'm probably gonna throw KD in there as my number 3. This is tough when you think about it. Like all these players that pop up in your head, like all these legends.
Tracy McGrady. No, yeah, Tracy McGrady.
See, I was gonna say T-Mac, but injuries.
My number 2 is the Worm, Dennis Rodman.
Actually, I'm gonna switch my number. I'm gonna switch my number 3 to number 4. KD is gonna be my number 4. Number 3 is gonna be Kobe Bryant.
We on 2 right now, ain't we?
Right, I just switched it up because I realized I the one.
Who's your number 2 then?
Yeah, my number 2 is Derrick Rose. I cannot leave out Derrick Rose.
I was gonna say my number 2 is Kobe.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Kobe.
Didn't I put Kobe in mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe's my number 3.
You put Kobe at number 3.
Yeah. And it's a no-brainer who my number 1 is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely no brainer who my number 1 is.
Larry Bird.
You know what's funny? True story. So I had to take this English class in college, and we was arguing fact and opinion. So I don't know how the topic came up about who the best basketball player is. Is that a fact or opinion? So the teacher was like, Larry Bird. I was like, yeah, you definitely smoke it. And I said, it's Michael Jordan. It's a freaking fact. And we just got into this full-blown argument about Michael Jordan being the best basketball player of all time, about being a fact and opinion. But Michael Jordan, hands down.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is my number 1 favorite basketball player ever.
You can't argue with that. Like back in the day, I remember having the damn Bulls sweatsuit.
Everything was Chicago Bulls then.
Yeah,
all the merch.
Everything Bulls.
Bulls or Lakers. That's what it was. Bulls, Lakers, and Celtics gear was.
It wasn't no Lakers for me. All Bulls.
Well, I'm just talking about in merchandise sales. Like the Lakers they're always going to be around in merchandise sales everywhere. They got a real big
right now, yeah. But back in the Michael Jordan era,
talk about boy.
In the Michael Jordan era,
bro, Lakers were still up there, bro.
It wasn't. You wasn't selling more than no Michael Jordan and Bulls.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they were still in that mix, though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you got the lunchbox, the book bag, the clothes,
the pencils, the crayons.
Yeah, everything. I was just buzzed out.
We had everything except for video games with Michael Jordan. That's all we had.
I had the Bulls versus Blazer video game for the Sega Genesis too.
Yeah, see.
And I tell you what. I really wasn't a Bulls fan until Rodman joined the team.
The Worm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people said that, but I was a Bulls fan. See, a lot of people ask me, because they just can't see, because I even got Dade County tattooed on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people ask me, man, how are you from Dade County, born and raised, but you don't like none of the Miami teams? My favorite Miami team is actually the Florida Marlins.
Yeah.
And I tell people, my mom and my uncles, my primary uncle. I got two uncles, but one of the guys that raised me, who just recently passed, they were from Chicago. That's actually my uncle's nickname, was Chicago. So when I was growing up, I was born in 1988. So that was during the golden era of when Jordan just started to transcend. And then imagine being your relatives, your people that you're raising you, they're from Chicago. Even though I was born and raised here in Miami, my family was from Chicago. So I kind of had no choice with the Bulls winning and everything. It was like, okay, you're a Bulls fan. You're gonna cheer for the Bulls. So, I really didn't have a choice with that.
Just like me, I'm everything Miami except for UM. I'm a
Gators fan, yeah. I like Florida State. I like Florida State because of the war chant. When I was a kid and I first heard that, that was it for me, bro. It was just And then the Rams, because of their jerseys, the jerseys were just fantastic. That yellow and blue, that gold and blue was just fantastic.
All the jerseys alike, they were so ugly.
Whatever.
Like Northwestern Bulls, they had the best jerseys when I was.
They got some pretty top-notch jerseys.
Yeah, man. I was born in '78, so I was 10 years before you.
What? And, you're 10 years older than me, bro?
Yeah.
42?
Yeah, 42. Yeah.
Wow, boy. You don't look it, bro. You age well.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. No, man. When I was going to high school, man, I loved high school football, and every year it was Northwestern versus Carroll City.
Carroll City, yep.
That used to be and now it's that went to crap.
Yeah, I think the last time I remember Carroll City Chiefs being that good in high school was back when I was in high school. I graduated high school in 2006, and I think at that time Carroll City had the best linebacker in the nation at that time with Willie Williams. Williams.
Yeah, Willie Williams.
That boy was, bro. Oh my God. Oh, DeVore, listen to me. If he didn't lose his head.
What?
If that dude didn't lose his head.
Like lose his head as in going crazy?
Mentally, okay. He was off. Yeah, he just getting in and out of trouble. Bro, you want to probably say could have been the next Derek Thomas? Because Derek Thomas is like the gold standard in terms of linebackers here in like Miami. Like everybody knows, God bless. And that's actually one of my relatives. I don't know if you remember Derek Thomas with the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, he was that good. That's how good he was. Derek Thomas, Willie Williams, Sean Taylor were like legit legends in Miami, bro. Like their name is gonna always be cemented in football in these parts. So us Miami people, we love our athletes, bro. That's why I think that's probably why I like Lamar Jackson so much, because he's from the crib. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to root against him, man, because it's just like you grew up watching. I remember watching Lamar Jackson play, optimist ball, and you kind of just could see it then, like, damn, this kid's gonna be special. Like, what? This guy, you know what I'm saying? And then now he's finally in the league. It's like, what? Same thing with John Brown, like with John Brown with the Buffalo Bills. I played football right alongside this guy. Like John Brown wasn't the number one pick all the time on the street ball, but one thing I can say about him that was consistent is his work ethic. The guy had hands of gold. Like he would catch every fucking pass, excuse my language, every pass that you would throw at him. And at that time, he wasn't near as fast as he was now. I don't know where the hell this 4.2 speed come from. 4.3 speed. I have no damn idea where that came from. I have no idea. I really hope that one day he gets the time, he gets to join us on the podcast. We could talk a little bit about that. I really hope I get a chance to sit down with him because I think he'll have a good time.
And what's cool is that I graduated a year late because my junior year of high school I skipped a lot of classes and finally got. So I failed that year, and so I graduated in '97, the same year with Santana Moss.
You went to school with Santana Moss?
Santana Moss is good too. Yeah, Santana Moss is good as hell in high school. He was good.
But what's funny is he went to UM on a track scholarship, not a football scholarship.
Not a football scholarship. Yep.
You know who Stanford Samuel is? He's
Florida State cornerback.
Yeah, his dad was also played for Bobby Bowden. He was my math teacher.
Yeah, I remember Stanford saying Samuel was an All-American in Florida State.
Yeah, he I went. His dad was my my math teacher.
Actually, he was the one that knocked Roscoe Parrish out the game. You remember?
Hell
That
yeah,
hit
yeah.
when they were
UM
up in Doak Camp, and Roscoe Parrish
and that rain.
in that rain, and he lit his ass up, man. He had internal bleeding, if I'm not mistaken. Roscoe Parrish had internal bleeding.
Damn.
And they won a national title. They won a national.
Oh, you
title
never seen that hit, bro? You never seen that hit before?
No.
Ooh. It's one of the hardest hits you'll ever see in life.
We're supposed to Google up the Roscoe Parrish hit.
Yeah, YouTube, Roscoe Parrish. It probably come right up. So you type in Roscoe. So you type in Roscoe Parrish, it probably pops right up. He got lit up, boy. When I
Roscoe Parrish got drafted by the Bills, right?
Yep. Roscoe Parrish ended up being a really good football player. He got drafted by the Bills, I think, in the first round or second round.
Yeah, he was first round.
Yeah, because he was that 40 speed he had, bro. He was fast as hell. Like, he was really fast. I remember Roscoe Parrish and Devin Hester raced here at a park a couple years ago, like a while back. Those two raced at the park. I think Devin Hester won that race. Yeah, man, it was a
Parrish.
Yeah, it was a very bad hit, bro. I mean, they actually thought Roscoe Parrish passed away. That's how bad it was. He got tore up.
I'm about to pull it up for you. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, man, it was a bad hit, bro.
In the rain too. You can see all those.
Yeah, it was pouring down that game. I remember that game because we actually lost that game. I cried. We lost that game. I cried that game.
Why right?
That's when I was really, 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 really invested. I used to cry. Yep, this is the play right here. Yep. This is it.
All right.
Look at that, bro. Jesus Christ. Look how far back he knocked him. Stanford Saints towed him up, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. It was bad, bro.
He's a defensive back coach for FAU now.
Yeah, I think he had, if I'm not mistaken, it was internal bleeding. He was in the hospital for like a week or two or something like that. It was something crazy, bro. Like, it was real bad.
That's crazy. Any final thoughts before we close it out, fellas?
No, man. Same old, man. Just getting better with time. And, things are getting better. Life is starting to figure itself out with me. I got a lot of good things going down at the place of employment. So I got my finger crossed with a few things that are happening. But
good to hear that, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. It's been a rough couple of months with me, man. Getting divorced in September, then my uncle passing away, and then it's just been crazy. But God is good, bro. God is good. It's definitely keeping me focused. I love what I do, both at work and on the podcast. I feel like, again, we just keep it up, keep up the good work, keep pushing the podcast. Like I said, I'm really thankful to have you guys a part of it as always. And that's just all continue to get better as men, man. Continue to lift each other up. I'm actually very close to starting my own channel for fathers, single fathers, just fathers in general. I'm actually thinking about I think I was talking to DeVore about this idea a few days ago. But yeah, I'm thinking about starting a channel just to, for guy talk. I think I'm going to call it Man Cave or something like that, where, you just simply just talk about mental stuff, emotional stuff, just a place where guys can just simply come and just listen and get some good advice and just, or give good advice and just words of encouragement, because I feel like we need that as men. And I actually recommend therapy for men. I think more and more men need to get comfortable addressing mental issues and stuff like that. So I want to become an advocate for that, because I feel like it can save a lot of people's lives. But again, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. You guys don't have to be here, but you are. So I appreciate it. So.
Yeah, and I just want to piggyback on what you're saying. One thing that men need to realize, I learned in my 42 years of life, is that when you're growing up, especially when you grow up in the hood, you know, we have this mentality that we have to do everything ourselves. We can't, if you can't do it on your own, you're not a man. But
Right.
what people need to realize is you can't do it by yourself. You know what I
Right.
mean? Everybody needs help, and it's more of you're more of a man if you're willing to admit where your shortcomings are and say I need help, than
Right.
to be stubborn and sink all you by yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And another thing I like to say, you thank me all the time for being here, but at the same time, I like to thank y'all for having me here because at the end of the day, you kind of gave me life because this is one thing I look forward to is
Every week.
doing this podcast as well with, especially
This is
especially with Great
therapeutic,
Wonder
man.
Boy, who's he's a good dude, and I appreciate you for letting me be a part of this, so. And
Yeah,
shout
he's
out to
whatever.
Zamunda as always.
Appreciate you. We love having you on, Shake, man.
Yeah, we do.
And by the way, it's official. A great one. The board made it official. This Saturday, we're going in my kitchen. We're gonna make those hot dogs and grits, baby.
I was just gonna add. It was gonna be the next thing I say. Where's the hot dogs and grits, bro? yeah. All that good stuff. Where's the hot dogs and grits?
We're going in my kitchen this Saturday. This Saturday, we finna go in my kitchen, baby.
That is going to be interesting, to say the least. To be honest, I don't even think I could top anything that y'all just said as far as the whole man conversation. So I'm just gonna end up cutting it short and just say, be sure to look out for Banks's YouTube channel. You said The Man Cave.
Yeah, we haven't. I haven't officially came up with the name of it yet, but I'm thinking that's probably going to end up being the name of it. Is The Man Cave, I think. But I don't know. I kind of feel like The Man Cave is kind of generic. You know what I mean? But
I think it's pretty catchy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So a couple of people told me the same thing.
Or maybe Couch Potato.
We'll have to get together on that one.
Yeah, we'll brainstorm on that a little bit. Yeah.
We're probably doing Xbox talking about. Because I'm actually gonna get right on the game right now. Play some.
Oh no, I'm going to sleep, man. I gotta catch up on my Z's.
You gotta go to work.
I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready for work next Monday. So I gotta catch up on my Z's, man. I feel like I haven't been sleeping good. But appreciate everybody that came through, especially Zachary and Jay Hearn, our consistent commenters in the live stream on the regular. Be sure to check out the No Passes Given YouTube channel. That's Havoc's personal channel. Again, be sure to look out for Banks's new channel. Shake, you said you brainstorming about a channel too, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I could. I'm gonna call it the blender. I want or something like that, because something Shake related. You feel me?
Damn.
Okay, boy, what you smoking over there? Let me get some of that.
Damn, boy. Damn.
But the thing about it is, I'm not going to do sports. I'm just gonna do all kinds of like entertainment, like movies, TV shows, things of the '90s too. A lot of nostalgic '90s stuff.
The Shake Way.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. The Shake Way.
As a matter of fact, when I was in Miami, I used to work at Barry University, and I used to have an internet. I used to have an internet show there. It was called The Shakedown. DJ Shake was my name. I interviewed rappers, groundhogs, and some rappers and this and that. I interviewed Plies. I interviewed Plies. I interviewed what was that skinny dude from Pittsburgh?
Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa, yep. I interviewed him.
Yo, we gotta see this, bro.
Huh? I don't have anything. I don't have anything on thing, but he has apparently when Wiz Khalifa first came out, he was doing Say Yeah. He was doing media tour. Yeah. And I did a show with him, and his street team people have it on tape somewhere. So, and I interviewed Ted Lucas. That I have somewhere. I can't remember where, but I have a picture of it. Ted Lucas, the owner of Slip and Slide. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, and I met a person that's on FS1 that she went to Barry University.
Jenny Taft?
Huh?
Nah, Jenny Taft is my age. I know that was Jenny Taft.
And
Jenny
she has
Taft
a brother.
is your age?
She has a brother. She has a brother in the NFL. Had a brother in the NFL.
Yeah, Jenny Taft is bad. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, you said she has
the one before her. What was her name? That's on Colin Cowherd.
Joy Taylor.
Joy Taylor.
Jesus.
Joy Taylor. I know Joy Taylor. Yeah.
Oh,
she is cool. She is cool. She is. Actually, I don't see her like that because I used to see her professionally, but she's cool as I'm talking about. She is.
You say you used to see her professionally.
I see her professionally. That's why. When she used to do, it was on the radio. It was called WB. She was on that too. Radio.
Was she on there with Stu Guys?
No. This was a college thing, college radio station.
Okay. But she fired as hell though. I said it.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I met her brother. I seen Jason Taylor at her graduation. He really wasn't much for speaking. He was like, "I'm just here for my sister." So he really didn't speak to nobody.
How old is Joy Taylor?
I don't know. She's like in her 30s.
So that's Jason Taylor's sister?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So wait. Oh no, okay, I had it backwards. So is Jason Taylor still married to Zach Thomas' sister?
No, they've been divorced.
Oh wow, so divorces just happened. Wow, these women ain't shit, man.
Well, put it this way, man. Thankfully, doesn't want to get married. I'm good there.
Yeah, don't get married.
Like, well, there's something like what 70% divorce rate or something like that.
Yeah, because you end up. I hope to God nobody ends up being in the marriage that I was in, because you really find out that people really don't be. But I don't want to say anything about this person because his podcast might blow up and they see this and they try to come back and sue me. So I'm gonna find words myself.
Yeah,
just don't get married.
I just want to tell you this. I want to put in perspective. So if they say 70% of marriages end in divorce, right? You in an airplane and you're about to go down. Say, I'm gonna give you this parachute, but it only works 30% of the time. Would you take it?
Nope, not no more. I ain't taking that. I ain't looking, bro. I'm not looking forward to no relationships, no nothing. I don't want to be bro. I'm so broken. I don't want to do nothing with nobody, bro. I just want to focus on this podcast, focus on
your kids too,
and get my kids. I just want to get back to where I was 10 years ago. I had a lot of good stuff going on, especially financially 10 years ago. Man, I don't have time for none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it was fun. What's a shame is my parents been married for 50-something years. They've been married since 63. They still married. And it's like, you don't see that anymore.
No, you don't, because there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty and love. There's no loyalty. Everybody they mistake the lust for love, and they mistake the lust for loyalty, and it ends up being whatever. That's how I honestly feel. But hopefully, hopefully I meet I'm a good looking guy. So I don't think I'm going to be single for a long time, but I do plan on spending the next couple of months of my life.
Yeah, you mean?
Yeah. I'm going to spend the next couple of months of my life getting better.
You agree?
All right.
I would want you to think about it.
All right, man.
All right. With that being said, we just had what was that? Love therapy just now.
It's telling he's gonna go down in that man cave, bro. I'm telling you, people are gonna be pulling up like, yo, bro, you see that new episode of Not for the Date or No Passes Given or Shakedown or Great? I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be networking. We're gonna be getting some money.
So you just got yourself a little preview of the what was it called? The man cave. Little preview of the man cave. But this is the Not for Debate. We out of here, man.
We up out of here.
Peace.